All right, what is up, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter? What is up? We're hanging out, talking Vols, and Bama. I mean, I'm not going to cut everybody off. You know what I'm saying? We're all inclusive here. Um, I think everybody's kind of sick of hearing Roll Tide, but we're all inclusive. I'm not going to kick you out or nothing. I need to adjust the headset though. This is my gaming headset. What's up, everybody? Come on, guys, score predictions. Let's hit that poll. TikTok's where the live poll's at. TikTok, you guys are down here. I got everybody else on my big screen. I wish I could bring you with me, but I can't. You guys don't get to see the cool overlays and all that stuff. I apologize. Anybody tried this orange creamsicle monster? Guys, I am oranged out as much as I could. Every Friday, before game day, I went to Bojangles in the morning and got me some of the Southern Shock, and we've won every game. Every Saturday, I'll eat something that's orange related. Typically, it's been pizza. We've done chicken bacon ranch pizza with hot sauce drizzle on it, buffalo sauce, because it's orange and white. I've got my orange guzzler. I have my orange monster dreamsicle. This stuff right here it's fire anyways. So what we think, guys? Let's do some score updates. Looks like Illinois is beating number 24. Illinois is beating Minnesota 23-14. Texas, number 22, is losing in the fourth quarter right now to Iowa State. Mississippi is over Auburn 38-24. Oklahoma is over number 19, Kansas 42-28. Let's see. Michigan, number 5, 31-17 against Penn State. I got all kinds of bets in today. Is there any other bettors on here? Any other bettors? We're going to get the podcast rolling here in just a second as well. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling in here. This is why I need a team of people, dude, because when I get jacked like this, my ADD, ADHD, and all that stuff starts kicking in, and I just lose it. Okay, we got a guest coming in. Facebook Messenger, 38-31, Tennessee over Alabama. Score prediction. My score. Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Sorry, I missed one. Rocky Top, Tennessee, baby. Let's go. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! First in the SEC. What's up? Who we got on here? Shout out to whoever's watching on Facebook. I see you. I didn't forget about you. My score prediction. My score prediction. I'll tell you what, I'll get to that just in a second. I'm going to get the podcast rolling because we are inside 45 minutes. Ooh, I love these. Let me come back to this. Boom, boom, boom. What's up? I got so many screens going on. Again, we are recording a podcast. I'm doing this on the fly. If you haven't listened to the podcast, it's called The Little Tangerine Show. Couldn't call it The Big Orange Show because I didn't want to get sued. What is up? Here we go. Hey guys, what is up? Big Drewski here. You are listening to The Little Tangerine Show. We're doing the pregame show right now, and we are hanging out on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTubes, all up on the interwebs. Everybody's pumped. Tennessee Vols faithful is pumped. Everybody is rocking and rolling. TikTok is just, I mean, I never would have thought I loved TikTok as much as I do, but, you know, within the last 2 weeks, like, guys, 3 weeks ago, I had 80 followers. Now, last time I checked, we're at like 1,900. Just popping off. Right now, we're doing score predictions. First off, I'd like to start off by things I screwed up last week, which is how I like to start these now. You know, I get so jacked, man, my ADD kicks in, my ADHD kicks in, I get to rocking and rolling. Sometimes I just flat out misspeak. I don't even catch it. If it wasn't for my TikTok folks let me know, I wouldn't even catch it. Some things I screwed up. Malachi Dowell, I said he was the number one leading rusher in the nation. I meant to say he was the number one leading rusher in the state. However, still not being recruited very highly. He was over 2,000 yards as of last week. I think they've played 5 games already. He's popping off, killing it. UT Vols is his first choice. What are we doing? Why are we not at least pursuing this guy a little bit? However, like I said, in 5A, he's the number one rusher in the state. So I apologize for that. Also, I don't know about you guys. I've been pissed off because there's been some fake accounts floating around. The Vols apparently are not doing an orange rush. I had heard that. I know we're doing the orange out. That is official. Someone was passed around that we were doing an orange rush. I got so pumped up and jacked. Thought it was real, but apparently it wasn't. We're going orange jersey, white pants. So, my bad. Other than that, we're going to clear that out because Peyton Manning ended up being the guest picker. Did y'all see the Alvin Kamara Honey Badger bet, by the way? Honey Badger, Tyrone Matthew, he played for LSU. Kamara was the running back for the Vols. They put in a vet, and so Honey Badger ended up having to wear a UT Vols hoodie to practice. That was pretty freaking hilarious. I absolutely love that. Peyton showing up, is that going to be bad luck? Yes or no? I don't know. Normally when he shows up, we don't do that well. But today on College Game Day, not only him, but Pat McAfee as well directed the band. What do we think about that? I mean, like I said, guys, I'm so jacked. But, I mean, Peyton Manning directing the band, that was pretty cool. I got jacked. I got goosebumps. I've been jacked all week, especially, I mean, you guys know that if you've been following me on social media. So, also, next year, 2023, the video game NCAA football is coming back. Oh, I don't know how many of y'all are gamers, but I got bricked up the second I heard that. I'm not going to lie. I've had all this energy this year, and I haven't had any way of getting it out, and NCAA football 2023 is going to help out with that. I am pumped about that. All right, let's go back to the comments. Let's go back. Let's scroll up. I didn't forget about y'all. Some score predictions, 38-27 Vols, 30-28 Tennessee. Bama streak ends today, just like Florida's a few weeks ago. Not sure Bryce plays much today. 40-28 Tennessee. Rocky Top going to roll the Tide today, 41-31. Is Young playing? Is Young playing? Can't wait. Oh, yes, 100%. This was on SportsCenter today. Bryce Young is scheduled to play. He is scheduled to play. Don't know how effective he's going to be, to be honest with you. I think this has probably been the plan all along, though. A little bit of gamesmanship going on. I think this was the plan. I think he was going to, they're going to roll him out there regardless, whether it was going to be first quarter or, first half or second half. See, that's what I'm saying. When I get jacked and I get rolling, it's hard for me to slow down. But yeah, my theory was that they were going to roll out with Milroe and make us think that he was playing, and they were just going to see how he did. If they went up and did good, then they were going to keep Ross off the field. If they started struggling, they were going to run him out in the second half. Not sure about that, but yeah, I mean, that was my theory. But I was watching College Game Day today, and they did say he is scheduled to start, although he is technically a game time decision. So, again, Bama's just doing some gamesmanship. They want us to be off our game, trying to plan for both quarterbacks. Guys, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, our defense hadn't been able to stop a litter of kittens this year. They have struggled a bit, although the defensive line looked sexy last game. I'm not going to lie to you. Jalen McCullough, everything I've seen, you guys let me know on TikTok if you've seen anything. But, Jalen McCullough apparently is still going to be out. He got arrested on, we're going to say, alleged, felony assault. There's a guy showed up drunk to his apartment, and, I tried to get in or whatever. He ended up beating him up. I talked about that on the last podcast, but everything that I've seen, it says that he won't play, although I've also heard that he's only going to be suspended for Tennessee Tech or somebody, but I don't know. So if we don't have him, we're also missing a starting cornerback. We did get D. Williams back, who's our JUCO transfer, and it seems like he played pretty well. The only stats he put up was some punt return yards last week. So it wasn't like, you didn't see him get beat big on plays or anything like that. So it seems like he locked up whoever he was on. So that's good. We have that. But yeah, Bryce Young is going to play. Obviously, I think we have a better shot against Milroe. Milroe last week, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, 2 of which he lost. So obviously, against us, really any team, that's probably going to be points. Again, like I said, I think we're going to be better off going up against Milroe. But as we see in the comments, I like the fact that Bryce is playing. It gives Bama no excuse if we win. That is what TikTok is saying right now. Yes, that is true. If we win and we beat Bama with their starting quarterback, at that point, nobody can really say anything about us. If we lose, to be honest with you guys, I don't think we got any Bama fans in here. By the way, guys, let's share this. Let's get some Bama fans and some Vols fans in here. Let's get the conversation rolling. Obviously having Bryce in there, it's kind of hard to, it's if we win, there's no excuses. However, what's nice about it, if we get blown out, yeah, that's not going to look good. If we play them close, even if we lose, that still doesn't hurt us. I mean, we're ranked 6th. That one loss isn't going to hurt us. If we beat everybody else and we lose to Georgia, still not going to hurt us. We might not go to a natty, but it's still going to be great for recruits. It's still going to be great for a lot of things. So, that's what makes us dangerous this year. Not only are we pumped, not only are we pretty good, but we've got absolutely nothing to lose. And I think that is truly what makes us dangerous. By the way, guys, the social medias is at Big Ledrewski, just like Big Lebowski, BigLedrewski. I am on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm also on YouTube as well. Obviously, I'm on Twitch. That's where all the comments and stuff's popping off at. You guys on TikTok are not seeing the overlays and stuff that everybody else is seeing. If you want to see the full the full shebang, then you got to follow me on one of the other ones. What we got in the comments? What we got? Not too worried about a rush defense, but I am nervous about the pass defense. What's your thought on Jackson State? Go Vols. Jackson State, that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is the team that Deion Sanders is coaching, and I absolutely love him. His son is going off. Obviously, he's going off against Division II schools. I would love to see what he's doing against D1. I think he's probably going to go somewhere in the NFL just because of who his dad is, but I do think he's legit. And I've also won quite a lot of money betting on Jackson State this year on spreads as well as over-unders. But, yeah, I think they're popping off. I understand the Alabama State coach last week was upset that they lost a big game close and all that, but that's prime time. You got to show that man respect. The coach shoved him off or whatever as they were, shaking hands after the game, and we can't be doing that. That's prime time, baby. You got to put some respect on his name. Some more score predictions. What we got? Oh, my score prediction. I don't think I ever got to that. So Tennessee has put up quite a bit of points this year. Bama has also put up a lot of scores. Like I said, our defense struggles. Our rush defense has done pretty good, but obviously we've not went up against anybody like Bama. Our passing defense, if Jalen McCullough doesn't play, they're going to probably be dicing us apart. I mean, they can run, they can pass, and the thing is even if you lock everybody up, then Bryce Young's going to run down the field. So I think Bama's going to put up some points. The real question for me as far as the score is, are we going to be able to put up some points? If we can put up some points, again, if you outscore your opponent, it doesn't matter how many points you let them have. I think Heupel's going to have everybody jacked for sure. Maybe we catch Bama off their game, but I think also Nick Saban has probably got his entire team jacked as well because let's be honest, they cannot lose this game. If they lose to us, metaphorically, their season is sort of kind of over. The only thing really saving them is that they are in the West. Tennessee and Georgia's in the SEC East. So, Mississippi State, you got some teams out there struggling, but, you got Ole Miss who's doing pretty good. Arkansas was doing pretty good at the year. I mean, Bama, if they lose to us, they probably will still go to at least maybe an SEC championship or whatever. So, but for them, this game probably does have bigger ramifications than us. Guys, I put a bet in at the end of this season or beginning of the season that we're going to win 8 games. I put in it was 150 and it's going to net like 76. People thought I was crazy when I did that, but don't care. Right now it's looking pretty good. Also, I've got $50 in on the game today, so we're going to see what happens. Go Vols! Hell no. Hell no. Oh, to the no. Big Bama 21-82. Roll Tide! Yeah, y'all can roll on somewhere else. Who all watched game day today? Some things in case you missed it. I thought it was freaking hilarious, but apparently SMU, who played last night, they have a pony as a mascot, like a real live horse. And after they scored a touchdown, the horse apparently runs across the field. Literally, as soon as the hooves hit the end zone on the opposite side, he was just dropping a deuce whole way, boom, 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 just landmines all the way across the field, which that in itself was pretty funny. But then the ref went over to one of the workers that works for SMU and was like, hey, bro, you're going to have to clean this up. And, of course, you're not really equipped, I guess, to, clean that up in mass quantities. So he literally had Gatorade cups and he was out there trying to scoop it in as he went down the field. That was pretty rough. I hope that guy got a pay raise because that is just awful. Our TikTok poll has ended. Apparently, we are going to beat Bama. That is what 100% of people think. I'll tell you what, I'll roll that poll one more time since we got some new people in here, but let's vote. Let's vote. We're going to do this again. Do y'all think we are going to beat Bama? I had another poll on TikTok, which I can't pull up right now because I'm on TikTok on my phone, but had another poll rolling. I think it was like 83%, and that was out of however many, thousands of votes or whatever. So A lot of people are pumped about Tennessee. I don't know if y'all watch College Game Day today, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Kirk Herbstreit, uh, Kirk Herbstreit, he might have been the only person that voted for Bama winning. Lee Corso even pulled out the smoky headgear because his pick to win today is the Tennessee Vols. Lee Corso, ladies and gentlemen, which, by the way, after the last time College Game Day come to Knoxville, um, he uh, he actually got sick and like missed the last 2 weeks. This is the first time he's been back, and he picked Tennessee to win the last time as well. So maybe a little good luck. By the way, one of the comments earlier was talking about how we've been beaten some streaks this year. We beat LSU, which I think that was like a 5-year streak, if I'm not mistaken. Beat Florida. So we got some pretty good streaks going. Tennessee's not beat the Crimson Tide since 2005. That is quite a stretch. Like, I think pretty much the entire time Saban's been there, we've not done that well. So, what's going to happen today? I know the last poll that we did, 100% of people said Tennessee. What do we think? What's up? Go Tennessee. Crust. I don't know if that's supposed to be Christ or what that was. I think did I miss something earlier? No, maybe not. What we think's going to happen, guys? Did anybody else watch Game Day? Another thing that happened during Game Day today, Lane Kiffin was interviewed live. He was on the field of the football game, wherever they're playing at today. I don't have it in front of me. And they were asking him some questions. At the end, they basically asked him, hey, your two former teams that you've coached at, is both playing today. What do you think's going to happen? And he basically was like, hey, don't really know what to say other than hopefully we can both beat an Alabama-based team. I'm pretty sure Ole Miss is playing Auburn, I think. But he said, hopefully we both can beat the state of Alabama today. Go Vols! It sounded wrong hearing Lane Kiffin say go Vols. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of people are upset about it. Some people thought it was cool. Some people thought, let's let bygones be bygones. Me personally, I mean, it was so long ago. I mean, yeah, I wish things maybe had went differently. He basically was the start of our bad fortune, but I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the guy anymore or anything like that. What does TikTok think about Lane Kiffin? What do we think? Like him, love him, tired of him, don't care anymore, let bygones be bygones? What do we think? Lane Kiffin, I think he's cocky. I think you can say whatever you want, but I think he's cocky. Some people like that, though. We are recording a podcast today as well, guys. This will be on the Little Tangerine Show. Um, Again, can't call it the Big Orange Show because, again, don't want to get sued. Check it out if you guys like podcasts, if you like SEC football, particularly Vols football. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Well, we got nothing still. Nobody cares about Lane Kiffin. I'm cool with that. Let's move on. Next note. Guys, like I said, dude, I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. Peyton Manning coming back, doing the guest pick, led the band, which was cool. He asked Pat McAfee to do it, who he was giddy. I mean, I'm sure he probably knew it was coming, but either way, it's pretty awesome to see. I had goosebumps. I don't know about y'all. I love Pat McAfee. I say we make him an honorary volunteer. The dude's just entertaining. I think that college football game day is so much better with him on there. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I absolutely love the addition. But, dude, I'll probably post a video or something later about that, but that was just a really cool moment, and that's what makes college football so great as well. Pat McAfee also went to Gus's today. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, we got predictions. Any more predictions? What do we think? Oop. Oh, got notifications popping off everywhere. Boom, boom. Let me clear some of these out. Don't need that. Don't need that either. We got any bettors in here? Any bettors like to bet? Let's see here. Boom, boom. Got to clear all those out. Anybody going to the game that's on here, by the way? So one of the biggest matchups that we have in college football, like I said, Tennessee Vols number 6 going up against Alabama, who's ranked 3rd at home. Matchup prediction or matchup predictor, which actually has changed a little bit, but we got 69.8% Alabama dub. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I seen a meme and some other stuff getting shared around. Got a meme that was getting shared around that I think it was like an 85% chance that they were saying Bama was going to win, and so that's dropped a little bit, so that's pretty good. Hendon Hooker coming into this game does not have a single interception. That is big. That is huge. Will he have an interception today? Don't know. I think we still got some Bama fans in here. Go Tennessee. Go Tennessee. Go. I mean, is anybody else jacked, dude? Like, I don't know about y'all, but like literally, I mean, even just walking around town, I mean, there's so many more orange, so many orange flags flying. I mean, it is just absolutely everywhere you go, everybody you talk to, everybody is just jacked and feeling some Tennessee football, and it is great to see, dude. We have not seen a resurgence like this, and I can't tell you how long. Looking at some other stats here, the spread has actually increased to 9 points. So apparently, Bama is favored by 9 points. I'm assuming that's also probably changed due to Bryce Young being announced that he's playing. Points per game, it's about even. Bama 44.3, the Vols 46.8. Obviously, the Vols are a high powered offense. We're like number 1 in the SEC. We're back and forth for number 1 in the nation with Ohio State, which is incredible considering that we've had a bye week so far and we're still keeping up with them. The difference here, though, so Bama is averaging 44 points a game. Tennessee is averaging almost 47 points a game. We are outscoring quite a bit. The difference, however, I think, is the points allowed per game. Bama is allowing about 12.5. We're allowing about 17.8. So, again, can we outscore them? How many is Bama going to score against us? I think that's the issue. A lot of people say that the Vols are overrated this year. Oh, y'all ain't played nobody. Oh, you ain't played nobody. Florida's terrible. Ain't nobody care about Florida. Florida's just god-awful this year. LSU ain't nobody. Pitt ain't nobody. They're a high school team. We've all heard that so many times. Well, I mean, all 3 were ranked. We beat them. Can't help it. I mean, they were ranked when we played them. Bama is averaging about 503 yards a game. We are averaging 547.8, almost 548 yards per game. We are actually averaging more passing yards per game. We're averaging 340 yards passing. They do edge us out a little bit in the rushing, 257 to 207. Again, the difference is Bama allows 250 yards a game. We allow 396 yards a game. Again, that's where the offense and the defense comes. Is Bama going to outscore us? Can we just keep the foot on the throttle all game long and just run off with it? I don't know. We're not going to know. Laughing my ass off. We've had a bye week, so it's impressive. That doesn't take away from our yards and points per game. Exactly what I said. We're right on the money. How about that 128th ranked passing yards allowed ranking? Yes, it's a pretty good amount. Our rush defense has done pretty good. Bama has a good rushing attack. I mean, again, it's kind of like yin and yang. Both teams are good, and they're good in different ways. we are probably better on offense. They're better on defense. So it kind of goes to that, unstoppable force meets an immovable object. What's going to happen? Balls by 50. That's what I'm saying. I got $50 on the game. What's up, Joshy Washy? I love you. Thank you for being here today, buddy. We're rocking and rolling. We got about 20 minutes to the game, so we're just on here chit-chatting, talking some smack. Guys, like I said before, I mean, if we lose, it's going to hurt. It would have been nice to beat Bama, but in the bigger scheme of things, it's not really going to hurt us that much. I mean, it's still going to help with recruiting. We're most likely going to go to a bowl game. I mean, but I don't know about y'all, and I talked about this on the last stream. I didn't talk about it on the podcast, but what is nice is, guys, we was not prepared to be that good this year. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not used to it. My nerves are shot. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Food sometimes it tastes better than it's ever tasted. At the other time, it's like, I'm not feeling it. It's like we're not used to having this pressure. To be honest with you, win or lose, I'm sort of kind of almost ready to have this game over, because it's like we're finally going to see what we're made of. Are we a top tier team? Do we play Bama and lose close? Do we spank them? I don't know. But we're going to find out. If we do very well to get today, then it's like, okay, dude, maybe we are good. We're here. We're back. I mean, if not, then it's like, okay, maybe we are a little overrated, but we're going to find out. And guys, I'm pumped. I'm like stoked. My stomach has been rolling since yesterday because I'm ready to get this game going, get it rolling, and just see what's going to happen. And to be honest with you, I'm really just kind of like ready to get it over with, because I'm like, oh God, I can't take the pressure anymore. If we win, though, I don't. If we win, the entire nation is going to shit on Alabama, and Tennessee Vols fans are going to be unbearable for a week. I don't know. Hopefully, y'all are listening to me, because I'm telling you right now, if we win, I'm going to scroll through the thousands and thousands of comments that I've got in the last few weeks. All the new followers, all the new comments, every comment, like, oh, I'm going to send you a tissue box because you're going to be crying this weekend. Every comment, I'm just going to go in absolute shit on everybody, and it's going to be great. It's like I said, Vols fans are going to be unbearable. What's nice is if we do beat Bama, that's 3 streaks we broke in the same year. Beat Florida, had a pretty good streak going against them. Beat LSU. I think we hadn't beat Florida since like 2016, if I'm not mistaken. LSU, I think we beat a little bit more recently. Haven't beat Bama in 15 years. I know y'all keep hearing that over and over and over again. Roll Tide! Roll Tide! I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go back to the comments. Joshy Washy, I freaking love you. Thank you for being on here, buddy. We ain't going to lose. Keep that positive energy up. I've had the worst anxiety all week. I know, dude. I'm telling you, I've had the bubble guts like you would not believe. I mean, every time I turn around, I'm just like, oh, my God. And then it's like the Vols will release a video or something, and then it gets me more jacked. Like, I've been more jacked in the past few weeks than I have in a long time, and it's been great. But my God, it's my neighbor's going to hate me today, and I may not even be able to do. I'm going to do a post game podcast / stream tonight, no matter what happens. Don't have a designated time on that, but I'm shooting for maybe 8:30. So I don't know. I might be too hoarse to even do a podcast. We'll just talk, but. The positive energy thing, yes, that is, I think the team is feeding off of it. There's orange flags everywhere. Like, literally, dude, every time I bump into somebody, I'm nicer. People cut me off. I'm just like, all right, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate it. Go Vols. Have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, it's fine. No, you can go in front of me. That's fine. I'll wait. It's fine. Like, everybody's just nicer, in a better mood. It's great. It's been fun. It's been real, but no matter what happens today, I'm sort of glad to get this game over with, because it's like I can't handle the pressure. We were not supposed to be this good this quick, and we have been, and it's been great. But my God, I've had the bubble guts. I mean, the Vols literally, this podcast is 100% sponsored by absolutely nobody, and I would kill for a Pepto sponsorship right now or Tums because my God, it has been. And my wife is like this morning, she's pretty much like, "Are you gonna be okay? Like you need to calm down because I'm just. I mean, like I said, I'm jacked." Watching the football game, the pregame and stuff, I'm jacked. She's like, "Are you gonna be okay?" Everything I've seen today as well, guys. Cedric Tillman. I've not seen anything saying that he's going to play today. If anybody else has seen something, let me know. I've not seen anything. The good news is, obviously, we would rather have Cedric Tillman, but the good news is it showed us that we got some ballers in the wide receiver position, guys. I mean, Brew McCoy went off last week, over 140 yards receiving. That was crazy. Jimmy Hyatt. He went off as well. Sorry, I'm like looking at all my screens and stuff here. Hyatt went off. He had 66 yards receiving. He had 2 receiving touchdowns, and he only caught the ball 4 times. 4 times, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely incredible. I don't have Hooker stats in front of me, but I know we rushed for I think it was like 240 yards or 260 yards last week. Everybody looked good. Defensive line looked great. The defensive backs played great. I mean, but again, it's LSU. We don't know how good they really are until we put them up against, arguably the best. Georgia Bulldogs, they say that they're the best because they're ranked first, but I don't know. We've been struggling against Missouri. We've been struggling against Kent State. I don't know. I just don't know. Uh, Bama is normally known as the best. Bryce Young this year, 1,202 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Hendon Hooker this year, again, we've had one bye week. Hendon Hooker, 1,432 yards, so he's got more yards passing. He's also got 10 touchdowns. He's got 4 less than Bryce, but he also has 3 less interceptions because Bryce has thrown 3 and Hooker's thrown 0. So, going to see what happens today. Rushing yards, Gibbs, Alabama's starting running back, has 532. Wright, who is our starting running back, has 315. He's got 2 more touchdowns, but not quite as many yards, although he's going off last week. So again, we're going to see what happens. Saban's been doing some gamesmanship, not really letting us know if Bryce is going to be playing or not, all that fun stuff. So we're going to see. I think for the first time, though, and obviously I'm biased being a Tennessee Vols fan, but for the first time in a long time, I'm so thankful that the Vols have made this game a game that I actually look forward to and don't have to go into hiding for, because normally it's like, oh my God, we got to play Bama next week. Oh, don't put me in a room with a TV. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It's like watching a video of your ex-girlfriend cheat on you or something. You're just like, oh, I know it happened, but don't make me watch. Although last year, I will say we were up at halftime, which felt great, but then Bama turned around and run off. This Vols team, way better of a team. We're way better oiled. We're more efficient, much better. So do we go up at halftime again? Do we stay up? Don't know. We got about 10 minutes till the game, so I'm going to stay on here for about another 5-ish minutes or so. Again, if you guys hadn't already, I am recording this right now for the Little Tangerine podcast. If you hadn't already, click follow, click like, click subscribe, all that stuff. There's links in my bio. Don't worry about leaving right now. Once this is over, click on my bio, and you can find my link tree that's got links to everything. And again, I'm going to be doing a post-game show tonight. If you guys would like to ask a question, put a shout out, comment, whatever, just go to my link tree that's in my bio. There's a link there that you can follow where you can, it's you don't call anything, but you can leave like a voicemail, and I will play them during the podcast if I get any. So, but yeah, I want to get you guys as involved as possible. Again, we've been popping off on TikTok, guys. It's been insane. I think we had like 300 and something views, or 300 and something thousand views last week, yet again, the poll just ended. 100% of people think that Bama is going to win. Um, but yeah, we've had over 300 something thousand views this week. Like, I don't even know. I think 3 weeks ago I had somewhere between 400 to 800 followers. We're at like 1,900 last time I checked. It might be up to 2,000 now. I don't know. Every time I go live, it seems like we do a little bit better. But I love all of you guys, and I appreciate the support. Any last thoughts, comments? Joshy Washy, I think you're still on here. I believe it's going to be a close game. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's one that pulls out. I've got $50 on the Vols today, and yeah, I mean, it gives me something to root for, but that just gives me even more skin in the game. Yep. I mean, I literally put my money where my mouth is. Let's go over the last 5 games for each team. Bama struggled against Texas A&M last week, 24-20. They pulled out the dub, but it was a struggle win, and we are not Texas A&M. Number 20, Arkansas. They ended up winning 49-26, but they struggled in the first half. It did not look good in the first half. They eventually ended up running off on Arkansas. Arkansas doesn't have the depth that Bama does, obviously. They also don't have the coach that Bama does. So the score on that one does not accurately depict how close that was. I know I've covered that in the past on my pages on social media as well as the podcast. They did beat Vandy 55-3. They also beat ULM 63-7. And then the first game of the year, they actually struggled against Texas. They pulled out a dub, but it's 2019. And I would like to admit, or I'd like to mention that Quinn Evers, Mullet Man, that is the starting quarterback for Texas, got hurt in the first quarter. So they struggled against Texas, who was rolling their backup quarterback. That, my friends, is the definition of a struggle win. So they've got 3 games so far that they struggled. Arkansas, like I said, the score kind of didn't really do that game any justice. But they've struggled 3 games. That's why Tennessee Vols Faithful is pumped. If you're listening to this on the podcast later, that's why we are pumped. Tennessee's last 5 against number 25 LSU. The result, we won. Absolutely spanked them 40-13. That is against a ranked team. Florida, who was ranked 20th at the time, we won 38-33. Now, on the flip side of that, that appears to be a struggle win. A lot of people have been giving me shit on TikTok like, oh, y'all struggled against Florida. Guys, we was spanking Florida pretty good there for a little bit. There at the end, though, Heupel took his foot off the gas, put it in cruise, and said, all right, well, y'all are going to beat us. If you're going to beat us, beat us. Do it now. The last 9 minutes, we started kind of playing conservative. We pulled the foot off the throttle, and Florida scored. They were down by 11, missed a 2-point conversion, ended up we played it conservative. They got the ball, came back down again and scored. Some things happened. So, yeah, that game was close. But on the flip side of that, it appears to be a closer game than it really was. On the other side of that, Bama struggled against Arkansas, where they spanked them, but they really, really struggled in them first quarters before they run off with it. So we played Akron, who we beat 63-6. We did beat Pitt in overtime. They were ranked 17th at the time, and we did play at Pitt. So we pulled that one out 34-27 in overtime. And then obviously we spanked Ball State 59-10. So, yeah, that's the last 5 games for both teams. Again, don't know what's going to happen. Nick Saban is going to have everybody jacked. Everybody knows that. Heupel is also going to have our guys jacked. So both teams are going to be ready. I feel like both teams are going to get the best of each other, meaning like Bama is going to bring their A game. Tennessee is going to give it everything they've got. And I'm telling you right now, that stadium is going to be rocking. It is going to be loud. I hope it registers on the Richter scale. I mean, everybody's been talking about how Florida was loud. Bama's going to be 10 times more loud. It's going to be rocking. The only thing is I guess if Bama figures out a way to knock the crowd out. So we got 5 minutes. Any last thoughts? Any last words here on TikTok or everywhere else? Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Last thoughts, last concerns, last predictions. Will we see more of Squirrel White? That sounds like a character that you create on Sims, but he is a actual player that we have. Is anybody pumped about NCAA football 2023 coming back? I'm going to be rocking that next year. It comes out in July. That is going to be, I'm telling you, just thinking about that, I'm like, what we got? What we got? We gonna win tonight, man. I got $50 on it that we will, so I hope so. I think we will, but I agree with Joshy Washy. I think it's gonna be close. 40-28. 40-28 Vols or 40-28 Bama? I think you meant Vols, though. My prediction is still Vols by 50, baby. I actually got shirts on my merch website that says Vols by 50. It's spelled VAWLS. Any more predictions? We got a few minutes, and I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna take my Coors Light, my Vols cup, and my like I said, guys, I'm jacked. Monster orange creamsicle. This stuff right here is like, I don't know. It's like sex in a can. It's amazing. The only other one I've tried that's even remotely good is Reign, REIGN, Reign creamsicle energy drink, but this Monster absolutely, I mean, it smacks. On the pregame, they were talking a Tennessee win. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think Kirk was the only one, and he always does us dirty. He never puts respect on our name. Kirk is the only one that picked Bama. Corso, Hall of Fame Peyton Manning quarterback, or quarterback Peyton Manning, which obviously he's going to pick the Vols, but everybody else picked the Vols. I mean, I don't know, dude. We'll see what happens. I know every last one of y'all are going to be yelling and screaming just like I am. If you're not, then you wouldn't be here watching some overweight bearded dude talk about Tennessee football. I know y'all are going to be jacked. I'm going to be rocking. I'm going to be hoarse. Again, if y'all are watching this later, wherever you are, if you want to go back and watch the whole thing, go to, well, I tell you what, once this is over, click on my page, and then I've got a link to my link tree. You can go to my YouTube or Facebook, wherever, and you can rewatch this whole stream. And yeah, and you can actually see the pretty overlays and stuff that nobody else can see. But again, I freaking love y'all. I'm going to be so hoarse tonight. I'm going to do a post-game stream / whatever. If we lose, I'm still going to be jacked, be a little upset, might be hoarse. If we win, I want to see every freaking one of y'all on there, man. Especially that y'all that's listening to this on the podcast. Again, if you want to listen to the podcast as well, it's called The Little Tangerine Show. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Anchor. Obviously, it's going to be better quality than me just talking on my phone. But I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. This has been the Little Tangerine Show. Go Big Orange, best team in college football. Vols by 50. We're bringing the freaking mustard, by God. We are bringing the mustard. I don't care. I don't care if we ain't won in 15 years. I don't care. Number one offense in the nation. Number one in the SEC. We're bringing that fire. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Let's get y'all pumped, man. I'm so jacked. Like I said, part of it is because of this monster. I've got my uppers. I got my uppers and I got my downers. So I got two pickles. I got two pickles. I got two pickles. Hey, hey, hey. We're jacked. We are jacked. Let's go, guys. Rocky Top, yeah, there we go. There's some orange and white. Everybody wearing their orange. I got orange hat, orange shirt, orange shorts. Made my wife and my daughter wear orange. There ain't even my dog. His harness is orange. It's a faded orange, but even his harness is orange. Y'all know what I'm saying? Game's about to start. Let's go. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later on the post game. Peace. We'll shoot for about 8:30. All right. I love you. Bye. Deuces.